One of the biggest issues, of course, is who are the world's largest brands? Who are the biggest names in business in the world? And it may come as a surprise to you now that in the top 10, China has now 2 of them. If you look at the list, of course, Google is the world's biggest, most valuable brand, Apple, Amazon. But then Tencent at number 5 and Alibaba at number 9 come in. And they are both rising up the chart fast, while those like AT&T, which is trying to buy Time Warner, are falling off back again. The ranking is by brands, and Elspeth Chung is the Global Brands Valuation Director and joins me in the money pit. I guess at one level we should not be surprised that Tencent and Alibaba, and there will be more Chinese companies that join the list in the future.
Yeah, definitely. So what we see is this year, 2018, has been a record year for our Brand Z ranking. So it's been driven by only one thing, China. So if we take a look at our top rises table this year, the top three brands are all from China. So we have JD.com, e-commerce website, followed by Alibaba and Maotai, a Chinese spirit. And all these Chinese brands are very innovative in bringing the Chinese brands onto the global stage. And also, first time ever, we have one Chinese brand, Tencent, breaking into the US monopoly of the top 5 ranking.
Right.
So we see that actually the Chinese brands are coming.
What is also interesting is you, and I read the release and that was put out, you talk about tech companies or technology companies.
Technology.
But if you take, for example, Visa, well, that's a payments system, but you can argue, I mean, Amazon is a technology company, but it's a retail company as well. So these aren't pure play tech companies. Maybe Microsoft is, or Google is, but even Google as a technology company, it's a search engine. So it's a fascinating way in which technology and tech related is now infiltrated just about every part of the economy.
Yeah, definitely. So if we take a look at the first brand that you mentioned, Visa. So Visa has been in the payment solutions area for a long time. And what they have been doing, they are partnering with PayPal to make sure that they can broaden the consumer appeal and also the consumer experience. So even for the most, the brands from the most traditional category, they're actually innovating to make sure that they're staying relevant to consumers nowadays.
Okay. What's the value of this sort of survey? I mean, why does it matter that we know whether Google is more valuable than Apple?
Yeah, I think what I would focus on is what is the story that we can tell from not just 1 or 2 brands, but all the top 100 brands in the world. So we've taken a look, what is the main message here? Innovation. So innovation has been the strongest brand value driver for Brand Z. So we can tell that from the Chinese brands, they've been innovating rapidly, not just within China, but they're bringing this innovation element outside of China as well. And if we take a look at how about other brands that we see. So for this, I would like to focus on a brand that you would not call a tech brand.
Right.
Adidas, first time ever, they enter our top 100 ranking at number 100. And what they have been doing. So I remember 12 months ago when I talked about this brand, they have been doing 3D printing, shoe printing in their stores. And this year, what have they been doing? They have been making shoes from marine waste, and they have sold more than 1 million pairs of them. So it shows that even for brands which are not in the technology category, if they are innovating to make sure that they are appealing to their kind of consumers, they are still going to win the game.